Hey guys, so today is Monday, March 30th, and we are covering the lesson on unit cubes and solid figures. Today you're going to be working on page 436 to 440. You are going to answer these questions the best that you can. If you don't know it, just put your best guess and just continue to move on. Please do not get stuck on just one question because you have 4 pages to do. Again, today we're doing page 436 to 440. Now I'm going to split my screen in half because I'm going to be doing some problems with you just in case you have questions about anything and you can see an example of the ones that we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and split my screen in half, and I'm going to go ahead and look at page 436. If you look here, it says you can build other solid figures and compare the solid figures by counting the number of the unit cubes. If you look here, they already have them numbered for you. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Figure 1 is made up of 6 unit cubes. So here I'm going to go ahead and put that I have 6 unit cubes. Now if we look at figure 2, figure 2 says figure 2 is made up of, again, you count the tiles that this figure has. This figure has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 unit cubes. You go ahead and put your 5 unit cubes. Now, I'm not going to do all of them with you, but I am going to help you do some of them. So again, if you get stuck, you can easily look at this video and answer some questions that you may have. If we look at number 1, here it says the rectangular prism is made up of, and again, I'm not going to be able to add the numbers, but I can go ahead and just check them off. So I'm going to go ahead and check them off. So we have 1, 2, 3. So here you would put that we have 3 unit cubes. Now let's skip number 2 and let's go ahead and do number 3 together. Let's go ahead and count the units together. So I'm going to go ahead and check them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 3 has 12 unit cubes. Now let's go ahead and look at number 7. Again, you're going to keep on counting the 7 unit cubes. This lesson, I know, is for Monday and it's not that hard. So again, you're going to count the unit cubes that it's facing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7 has 7 unit cubes. Now I did a couple of examples. I'm trying to put the 7. I don't know why it doesn't come up. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to text again. Okay, well, it won't let me put 7 unit cubes. Put 7 here and just move it. See if I can move it. There we go. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you do page 437 on your own. And we're going to go ahead and move on to page 438. Okay, it says Seth makes 3 more of the figures shown below to build a fort. How many cubes does he have? I pre-highlighted everything and marked everything just so I can go ahead and talk about it with you. So now if we look at this model here that is already shown, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. Now most of you are going to go ahead and think that your answer is A. Let me go ahead and tell you why it's not A. If you look at what is highlighted, it says Seth makes 3 more of the figures shown below. So 3 plus the 1 that you already have in this figure below. So if we look at this first one, we have 5, but we have 3 more. So here's the first one that we already have is 5, and we do 3 more. That's 10, 15, 20. So we have 20 cubes that are going to be shown below if we were to draw those out on our paper. If you want to draw those out on your paper, great. If you think you could do that by just adding 3 more to what you already have, then that's okay too. Again, if it's a 2-step problem, please make sure you're doing both of the steps and not just stop at the first step. Now, if we look at number 15, it says Alexandra built these 2 figures. How many cubes does she use in all? So what you're going to do is you're going to count the faces of the first figure and count the faces of the second figure. You're going to have to figure out what operation you're going to use, whether you're going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. If you look at your question, it tells you exactly what operation you're using. Make sure you're working it out. Now, if you have any questions, just go ahead and call me, but we're going to go ahead and move on to our homework page. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to page 439 on the homework and practice. I'm actually going to do it on this paper just so you can see it better. I can't really draw to the picture on my right, so I'm going to go ahead and just show you here. If we look at number 1, it says count the number of cubes used to build each solid figure. Now, you're going to count the faces of the solid figures. So here I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to go ahead and write it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let me tell you why it's 6. If you notice here, you see 1, I can't do it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6 is the one that's right under this one. If you see number 5, it is 1 level up, which means that there is a cube right under that one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 right under it. Now let's go ahead and look at number 2. If we look at number 2, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cubes. This one was pretty simple. You can see that they're here on the side and they're all equal. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let's look at number 3. If we look at number 3, we have 1, 2, starting from the bottom, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 7, 8. Again, it's 8 because if you notice here, the 8th one is actually over or in front of the ones that are going up. These are all centered, but this one's more forward than the other ones. That means there is a cube right in front of the number 7. So this one has 8 unit cubes. So number 1 has 6 unit cubes, number 2 has 9 unit cubes, and number 3 has 8 unit cubes. If you want, you can actually look at the faces to the side. That's actually going to help you a little bit better. I'm going to do one more with you. If you look at number 4, again, we start from the bottom. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 4 has 5 unit cubes. Make sure that if there is a cube that is in front of another one, that means you also have to count the face for that one, even if you don't have it. I know right now we don't have cubes that you can use at home, but you have to realize that when they're stacked on top of each other or in front or behind the other, you also have to count that as the faces of the cube. Please make sure that you do front and back. Like I said, answer the best that you can. And I hope that this video has helped you a bit. If you are struggling, if you still have any more questions, just please email me, please call me. Remember that your assignments are due on Friday. Once you have worked this packet out, I want you guys to transfer all your answers into the journal. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of show you what I showed some of you guys on Zoom during the video on Thursday. If you are done in your textbook, I want you to go ahead and put the date. You have March 30th, 2020, and you put math. You're going to go ahead and look at number 1 and put whatever answer you got for number 1. Make sure you put the page number. So, for example, we started on page 436. I want you guys to put page 436. Now, if we move on to page 437, I also want you to put the numbers here under page 437. If you just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not going to know what page it belongs to. So make it easier for you and make sure that you put the same thing. Remember, on Friday, you will be taking a picture of this and you will be sending it to me via text, via email, or through Remind. If you have any questions, just please call me and I can help you with whatever you need help on.